Should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she popping for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The CD, the Bengals, they're back for the second time in 3 years, looking for that first ever Super Bowl title.
Can you believe they're 0-3 in the big game? 2 losses to the Niners in the 80s, 2 really tough ones, and a loss to the Rams in 2022. Their motivation, sky high. They're ready to bring that first title back to Cincinnati.
Meanwhile, for the Falcons, exciting times in Atlanta. Their third trip to the Super Bowl, and obviously, Charles, they want to erase the bad memories from the last time they were there against Tom Brady and the New England Patriots.
That's the one that sticks out for all Falcons fans. That's the one that sticks out for all NFL fans. A comeback for the ages by the Patriots. Here we go. But this is the third time for the Falcons, 0-2. Remember, first time, Super Bowl 33. They lost to John Elway and the Broncos in Miami. They want their first title in this one.
Ready.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So defensively, he's got the hand up too high, and that adds even more yardage to what was already an impressive run.
And as a defender, you're doing what you normally do on any play, just grabbing at anything, trying to get him down. But when you're downfield, you're a little more exposed. They'll get you every time when they see it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Handoff now to Robinson. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run again here with Robinson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. A give left side to Robinson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. We'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least she gets something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. You look at this Super Bowl, the 2nd appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. That one deep for London. Oh, no, his first throw of his Super Bowl is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go.
I'm fine, ready?
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's brought down. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Looking to throw it here, Ritter. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
Hustle.
Here's Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 4. Back to throw, Ritter. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. 58 yards. And the Falcons are able to move back in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick? And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Richie Grant. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Set, ready.
Ritter on 1st and 10. Incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
83 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Ready.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Robinson with another carry. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Trey Hendrickson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. With it is Brown. Shreds the tackle. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On second down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Looking to pass. Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Second down and 3.
Again, it's Mixon.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Here we go. 11. Stop.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
11 coming.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. But how about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out.
Algier is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
On 2, ready?
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Mixon running right. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
11. Stop.
Mixing up the middle. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Burrow will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Ready, set.
2nd and 5. Robinson, he'll try the left side.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Ritter going to change up the look.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Ritter back to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions have already been thrown. And this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a 3rd. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. And in this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now.
Here's
the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11, Thomas.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
Well, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 99 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
On 1, ready?
A quick throw out to Lockett.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Down the left sideline.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
On one, ready?
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. This is first and 10. Ritter. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Now Ritter. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Hey, Frank. Relax up.
Ritter wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
On, ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mixon will try the right side. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2.
Now 3rd down and 7. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And the lead will hold at 10. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back, but that may not matter now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here we go.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Here we go with Burrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out